It's opening day in the Bundesliga, and usually at this time of year everyone is smiling.
Brilliant atmosphere here today, all that hard slog in pre-season, all aimed for this game, first game of the season, all that preparation, it's for this 90 minutes. Focus on it, get the 3 points, move on to the next one, looking forward to it.
Game 1, Werder Bremen retake the Bundesliga at Total FIFA Career Mode. Welcome back to Total FIFA Career Mode. This is episode 2 of Retake the Bundesliga, and it's going to feature game 1 of our season, kicking off our Bundesliga career. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. You can also follow us on Twitter at TotalFIFACM, on Instagram at Total FIFA Career Mode, and of course on our website, TotalFIFACareerMode.com. Alright, before we get into game action, we got a little housekeeping to take care of. Since the end of our exhibition season, we sold off a few guys. Moisander for $5.7 million, Mowald for $9.1. Capeno's got an offer out on him, and there he is, he's sold. That's $5.4 million. That's going to allow us to replenish our budget that we wiped out pretty much going after Phil Foden. Yeah, close to $17 million. Even after we adjust the sliders a little bit, I like to keep it around 90-10. So close to $17 million to work with, but we're not going to spend it on a player right now. We got to hire another scout. Now, we've already got Andre Wagner, a German scout, and he's scouting in Virgil de Kruger's native Netherlands. He's looking for physically strong players, some defenders and striker type players, and he's a 4-star. We're going to hire another scout, and we're going to go after Danny Voss. And he's from the Netherlands. He's a former academy teammate of Virgil de Kruger. They go back a long way. There's nobody VDK trusts more, and he's been a long-time scout. He never really made it as a player. This is a boyhood friend, and he's a really highly touted scout. He's the best scout available right now. 5-star experience, 4-star judgment. We're going to deploy him very soon. Now, when Danny did get to play professionally, he played in the Portugal B League, which means he speaks fluent Portuguese, which is great because we want to hit that South American market, and we want to be able to send him to Brazil, which is exactly what Virgil's going to do. He's going to send his buddy over to Brazil, send him for 9 months, and we're going to see if he can't find a winger for us, some kind of outside player, some truly athletic kind of player, and see if we can't add some of that kind of talent to the team. So now we've got 2 really great scouts out and about. Alright, now the last thing we have to do, and I promise we're going to play a game here soon, but we've got to adjust the sliders. The latest update has totally fucked the sliders for Ultimate. It's impossible to play. So what we've done here is there's 2 pretty publicly known sliders out there. Kutsi on YouTube had some pretty good ones, and I've always used the Operation Sports sliders in the past, and they've always been really good. I've tried them both since the new patch came out that screwed up Ultimate difficulty, and neither is quite there. They're both still impossible. So what I did was I kind of combined them and took the more favorable rating of each one, and that almost got us there, but I still saw some serious, really just out of control abilities from the opponent, particularly in things like defensive marking and their ability to just roll up and take the ball from you. And their passing is way too crisp, and the user passing is way too flaky. So we've adjusted a few of those things by hand. I think I've found a pretty happy medium here that's going to allow me to have a chance to compete, but really have to work at every win, and that's what I want. I'm a bottom level Bundesliga team. I'm not going to win every game. I want the wins I get to be a fight, so that's what we're looking for here. Alright, I promised you there was some football in our future. Thanks for sticking with me for about 5 minutes while I went over some details, but here we are, opening day. We are at home. taking on Fortuna Dusseldorf as we kick off the Bundesliga season. There they are, the future of this program, Phil Foden, Weston McKennie, all of our new guys in the starting lineup. We're going to roll out a 5-3-2, which is not a formation we're going to use every game, but it's one I really want to try out here because it's a strong defensive formation with 3 backs, but we also have a lot of passing ability in that center mid area with 3 guys there that are really the centerpiece of our team. So we're going to roll this formation out and see if we can't spread it out outside the wings and get the dual striker going. It's kickoff time and we are ready to retake the Bundesliga. Now for those of you new to my careers, I like to play a possession style game. It slows the game down, it helps me on defense. So we try to pass the ball around, we don't try to force a lot of shots, we try to go for high quality shots. And that's what we're doing right off the gate here. But right there you can see a bad pass, and you can see even with those sliders down a little bit, we still have to be on our game. It's not going to be a cakewalk, and that's exactly what we're going for. A lot of passes in the middle here. This triangle of Foden, Max Eggestein, and Weston McKennie are really going to pivot that offense right there. Pass ahead to Josh Sargent, who's nicked up a little. He's not a great ball handler, and that's one thing I'm worried about with him in that striker position is his ability to dribble in that crowded box. Pass ahead to Foden, over the middle. He's really the centerpiece of this offense. Up ahead to Max Eggestein, fires. Ooh, nice save by the Dusseldorf keeper. That's a good look, though, from the top of the box with nobody in front. I'll take those looks, especially from that center mid triumvirate of Eggestein, McKennie, and Foden. Those are good looks, and some of those are going to fall for us, I have no doubt. Got a corner here. Corners have typically not done a whole lot, so I generally just pass short and try to set something up again. We got Simikan, the center back, coming in to be the backside of the offensive attack here. Bajul, McKennie, over to Eggestein, fire again, nope, pass outside to Kaseki. Taking our time, we're looking for good shots, not a lot of shots. Foden with the cut, cuts back, tries to fire, and wait, what was that? Hang on a second here. We need to rewind. Let's take another look at this. Alright, Phil Foden with some space at the top of the box comes across and just gets leveled. I mean, where's the foul on this? There was tons of contact. I'm not sure the defender ever got to the ball. Let's see the overhead view. Is there any contact with the ball by the defender? We got body first, so there alone it's a foul. No, Foden gets his foot on the ball. The defender never even touches it. He knocks over Phil Foden. That's a blatant foul inside the box. Goes completely uncalled, and the chance for a penalty is totally missed. There's another one, not nearly as blatant, but Foden clearly tripped up. No advantage played and a turnover when he was clearly tripped in the box. I mean, we're just not seeing a lot called here, so it's going to be a battle. Going to be a battle for us offensively. They're still playing very physical. That's a new trait of the super-powered ultimate difficulty. We've turned it down a little, but clearly they're still getting away with a lot. You see the poor turn and fire there by Dusseldorf. No real threat there. So far, so good on the defensive front with this 5-back set. Alright, the goal kick gives us a chance to build a nice, long, slow-building possession. And I like doing this for a couple of reasons. One, it helps keep my guys' stamina down. These kinds of passes, I'm not using the acceleration. It really keeps the stamina in check. Also, if they don't hit the ball, they can't score, so that's a good thing. Here we are, building an attack, not taking as long as I thought. Phil Foden to the top of the box, and it's a goal! Phil Foden, in his first game for Werder Bremen, finds the back of the net. Gives his team an early lead. Look at this cut. Beats his defender, beats the goalie near post on that favorable left side. Just blasts it home with authority. An absolutely fantastic goal to get his new teammates off, started on the right foot. Obviously his first goal of the season. And the first goal in this new era of Werder Bremen football.
Not a good pass.
Alright, back on the attack here. Going to try and add to our lead. Not going to play it safe, going to try and build on this. Vindal coming up the wing there. Ooh, tries to cross it, intercepted. And now he's way out of position. That's going to lead to a counterattack, and that could be trouble. Trying to get back. We've got the three central defenders, but they're not quite quick enough to keep up. And a cross into the box. Ooh, a weak header, weak contact, and we're able to stop it. That's probably one that, had I not adjusted the sliders a little bit, would have been trouble. Ooh, here's another opportunity. Johannes Eggestein making a run, trying to chip one in. He's got a good look. Goes over the goalie, but just can't quite keep it on target. Look at how close that was. Virgil, understandably fired up at the lost opportunity. Alright, 33 minutes in, back on defense. Been holding strong so far. He says optimistically, oh man, a flying, jumping, volley-type kick. Gets a good leg on it, just misses. Just misses. Got a little lucky there. That near post was wide open for the taking. Gonna try and build up a little attack here. Vindal ahead to Sargent. Now Sargent's got to run at goal. And he's, oh, just wide of the goal. He had a look. Tries to go near post. Probably didn't have the angle for the far post. Might have. Really not all that great of a shot. Had a very small window to work with and was not able to make it happen. 38 minutes. Gonna try and get to halftime with a 1-0 lead here. And as we say that, a turnover in our own half of the field. That's gonna be trouble on the break. You can just feel the trouble coming here. They don't have numbers. We've got them marked pretty well. The pass in and unable to clear it. Oh, that's the killer. Got a foot on it, prevented the header, but unable to clear. The ball sitting there for the taking, right in front of the net. Nothing Maximiano can do about that. Decent first mark, but unable to clear. Ball never even gets to the pitch. Just fired right from point blank. And unless it hit Maximiano in the face, he wasn't going to stop it. So unfortunately, not able to get to halftime with a lead. We're going to go into the half tied 1-1, and that's really a disappointing result from what was a fairly dominant first half. 60% possession, 7 shots to 4, 3 of them on target to 1. Really a pretty controlling first half, but unable to take that lead in. And now we've got to, balance the game, trying to make sure we've got our 1 point without losing it, but also trying to get the 3. We got away with one there with a pass right over the middle and a guy open, but it missed him. Probably our first bit of really, truly good luck so far. On the counterattack, Foden up ahead to Vindal, crosses over, unable to find his man. Alright, so we get the chance to reset here. Badashil going to set us up over to McKinney, and he gets a chance to pause and assess the field here. How are we going to attack it? Over to Eggestein, fires away, nothing doing, got a foot on it, had a couple of those. It's tough to sneak them through. I like those shots, but they're tough to sneak through. Eggestein up ahead to Kaseki, he's going to try and chip a little cross in. Oh, Sargent got a body on it, but just couldn't corral it. Again, the second time he's had a rough first touch and lost possession. Back on defense here, trying to maintain. Ooh, wow. Maximiano with a fantastic save. Their looks are getting better and better, and this is starting to get worrisome, but we're holding tough still. Again, ooh, a point-blank look. Maximiano doesn't quite get a hand on it. Pulls back at the last minute, doesn't need to. That's excellent awareness of where you are in the goal. But far too good of a look for Dusseldorf. Time to make a possession, 75th minute. Vindal's going to get taken out. He's been pretty tired running up and down the pitch. Joshua Wagnerman's going to come in. Similar type player. He's going to go right into that left wing back position. Trying to build in 82nd minute. Running out of chances here to turn this from 1 point to 3. Foden going to try and get a shot off. Blocked. Gonna have to make a second substitution. Gravenberch coming in for Kaseki. Again, those wingbacks are getting really fatigued very quickly. So he's going to go to the right center mid position, and Max Egestein's going to play that right wing back. He can play everywhere, and he's got tons of stamina. Going to try and build again here. Got the ball in our own half, going to try and get something positive out of it. Gravenberch leading the attack over to McKinney. Trying to set up a teammate, back to Gravenberch. Chips ahead to Egestein out on the wing. Going to try and center it. Anybody looking for somebody. No luck. Sargent. And there's a foul. Are we going to get a PK? There's a foul. Was it in the box? No, the foul was not on Sargent. It was earlier. They gave us a little bit of advantage here. A free kick just outside the box. It's 86th minute, and Phil Foden, who already has a goal to his name today, going to take a huge free kick just at the top of the box. Puts a little curve on it, goes to the top corner, just misses. Just misses. Virgil not thrilled with that result. Looked pretty close to me. It seemed like a decent effort, but Virgil always domineering over on the sideline.
Running with the ball confidently.
Alright, running out of time here. Need to make one or two more defensive stands. 88th minute. Dusseldorf on the attack. In a dangerous position. Crossing over. Maximiano punches it away. Pujol unable to clear. McKinney unable to clear. Still need to hold strong. Cannot clear the football. Again crossing. And finally Simican clears it. Out to Sargent. To Johannes Egestein. Back to Sargent on the counterattack. Tries to get it ahead. Oh, and again the ball taken from Sargent. His dribbling skills really just are not up to par, and that's really going to be an issue for us down the road. We're going to have to take a look at that. But in the meantime, here we go. Johannes Egestein ahead to Maximilian Egestein. Tries to cut it back to the center. Gravenberch tries to fire, blocked. Cannot sneak one through to the goal. We're into stoppage time, 3 minutes. Tied 1-1. One more stop ought to do it. One more stop ought to get us at least a point. Tried to go down and win it. Couldn't make it happen. Now we need to just not lose it. Simican up with the steal. Great play. Unable to fully clear it though, but a great stop. Now we need that last stop, that final stop. McKinney anchoring out at the point there. Egestein with a beautiful play. And that's going to do it. Werder Bremen kicks off the season with a draw. Before we recap this thing, don't forget to subscribe and follow us everywhere. Phil Foden with the only goal for Werder Bremen. Max Egestein's actually the player of the game with an 8.1 rating, playing 2 different positions, anchoring both the center mid and the defense. He also had the assist on Foden's goal, and he completed 30 of 31 passes on the night. Just a fantastic overall performance from Egestein. On the one hand, a bit disappointing not to get the 3 points at home, but at the same time, we get away with a point. The sliders look like they're actually pretty decent, and we're not in the basement to start the season. Those are small hurdles to overcome, but they're necessary nonetheless. You can see a pretty one-sided affair for a draw. We outshot them, we possessed 58% of the time, we just didn't convert enough, and that's what we need to work on. Thanks for joining us on episode 2 of Retake the Bundesliga. This is Total FIFA Career Mode.